We gotta keep moving. There's a way through. I thought they had us. I know.
And we got that shotgun. The shotgun can work. We'll move from down.
God damn it.
So which is it? Are they scars or trespassers? Watch yourself.
Fuck do these trespassers matter? Scars just lynched that whole unit. We should just leave them down here for the infected to eat.
Laura! She's down! I know you don't!
What the fuck? Feel they cheated? He was only went straight for us. Well, me, anyway. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Bitch. The fuck is he? My light, I don't got my light on. This thing. On my light, bitch. You got your light on. Cut your light on. Oh.
We shouldn't hang out here for too long. Grab what you can, and then let's move.
She's talking about something. Your light, bitch. You got your light on. My light, oh, now it's on. Yeah, that's... Bitch, you know, something on your light. Bitch, you got your light on. You don't fuck on. It's a crystal right now. You got instant. Yeah, you got it.
Dina. Fucking move it! Shit. Let's go. Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah. Thanks. Babe. I'm really tired. Yeah, let's get out of here. This way's blocked. Maybe through here?
Now you want to say something. Now you want to help bitch.
Did you hear what they kept calling us? Scars. I wonder if that's who made all those murals. And gutted all those wolves. Everyone in this city's a fucking psycho. No shit.
Like you just noticed it.
Jesus. Have you ever seen anything like this? Bloaters have acid spores. But that didn't sound like a bloater. Whatever the fuck they're fighting, we should let them kill each other. What's the plan? Got another ladder across there. Okay. How do we get to it? That'll do.
Sorry?
Ladder's broken. Damn it.
I didn't do it.
Al, look at this vent. Good idea.
Got another gambler! Just get out of here! No! Watch out! Shit!
What the fuck?
I got you! I got you!
The fuck is that?
Fuck. I've never seen one of those. Me neither.
Take my chances. Come on. Come on, bitch. Take my chances, bitch. Jesus. Shit.
Ugh. Fuck these assholes.
Well, I took my chances.
They get you? No, I'm clean.
Good.
Shamblers? Is that what they call them? Yeah. Where the hell do shamblers come from? I don't fucking know. But they're disgusting.
This nigga hit with a stick in the back of his head, boy. Hey, when I'm scared, man, I take out the biggest thing. I take out the thing that fucking scared me. Make sure they got out first. Don't have to deal with it. Yeah.
Let's see where this takes us.
My baby sleep.
Take your time. Almost done. Okay.
Damn. I ain't see it get cussed, but I heard it.
It looks clear. Far as I can see. Good. Shamblers? As if the others weren't bad enough. Guess that's nature for you. Yeah, well, nature's an asshole.
At least we don't have to waste some bullets. Stab. But a whole one got popped to the beam, but I know we will. Shit, that one. Look at this shit. Diana, don't make sure you don't got me killed. That's cool. Mm. Let's see.
I'm sorry, you can't leave a message. I'm sorry, you can't leave a message.
Out. Good morning, Mom. How you seeing it? Huh? Devin got us something to eat yesterday. Devin got us something to eat yesterday. Yeah, the food. I got the snack. Okay. Okay.
We've been reacting to y'all setup now. Yeah, like I said, it's supposed to be done in the Discord, so if you watch this on YouTube, y'all got it.
This part 2 the NBA video is still in the works. I know it's taking forever, but I had to hold the brakes for a minute to discuss some potential Saints Row news. It all started back in November when Saints Row 1's design director Chris Stockman shared his interest in reviving the series. In an interview, he expressed the idea of doing a prequel that explored the events prior to Julius forming the Saints when the Vikings and Cornwallis ran rampant in Stillwater. This genuinely sounded awesome. Not only would it have been a real return to the series' roots, there's already plenty of groundwork laid out since this concept was being explored all the way back in late 2006. Though, like all great ideas for the series, it seems a little too good to be true. Despite Stockman's interest in reaching out to Embracer Group to have a meeting on the concept, he was essentially ghosted. There is a bit more to the story that I'll delve into another time, but basically, any hope of Stockman saving the series is dead in the water. Although there may just be a small light at the end of the tunnel. Embracer Group announced last Wednesday in a press release that they are splitting into two public companies, with the newest entity being Fellowship Entertainment. Fellowship will now serve as their sole gaming division while also covering a broad range of media for over 300 owned IPs. This decision comes from Embracer's unending financial woes due to the failed Sabi Games investment back in 2023.
And like both of them are built for the long term.
Anyway, the most noteworthy information from the press release is that Fellowship Entertainment is seeking to revive IPs they feel are still financially viable. These include their more recognizable properties such as Lord of the Rings, Tomb Raider, and slightly smaller titles like Metro and Dead Island. However, listed under their under-leveraged IPs, they included franchises like Deus Ex, Time Splitters, Red Faction, and yes, Saints Row. So, you're most likely wondering what all this even means. According to the press release, Fellowship intends to license out their IP to external partners. Essentially, any studio or company can reach out to form a deal to borrow the IP and make their very own Saints Row product. If anything is to come from this, it leaves a lot of possibilities on the table, to remakes, new entries, to even movies and mobile games. Does that mean that any of this will happen? Well, the chances aren't great. The series was left in a rough state after the reboot, and when you consider the risk, time, and resources needed to make an open-world crime title, it isn't the most appealing option for most companies. But hey, at least we know one person who would give it a shot. In all reality, this news is a little more than a flicker of hope. It's far too early to consider the series being saved, and the fact this news is coming to us now means it could be half a decade before we see something tangible. We also need to consider that Fellowship Entertainment won't be fully established until sometime in 2027. At the very least, this is the first time in 3 years that there's a genuine chance the series could return. Not a big chance, but a chance nonetheless. Some other factors to consider is that this means Steve Silver technically no longer owns the Saints Row IP. Now, depending on how future deals are struck, they might still publish a new game, or they may have no say whatsoever. Which, thank God. I still remember that you tried to turn Time Splitters into a Fortnite clone. You dumb bastard. Sorry, I will never get over it. Though no matter what, Fellowship will have final say on any decision. I only pray the people in charge of this new company aren't the same jackoffs who forced Volition to rewrite the reboot script until we got this abomination. One final thing you may be wondering is what companies most willing and able to tackle a new Saints Row project. Personally, when you consider factors like the time and resources needed to make a new game, the most cost-effective choice would be contracting Shapeshifter. If you're not familiar with them, they're a new studio formed entirely of ex-Volition employees after the closure of their studio. They Fellowship reached out and gave them access to the old Volition tools and engine, which they still 100% have. It would save on years of developing everything from scratch. Plus, the team would already be familiar with the tools, ready to dive right into development. Though I know this could bring up concerns with the old engine. I'll go far more in depth in part 2 of my NDA video, but basically, the scope of the reboot resulted in limitations that the engine couldn't overcome in the time allotted during development. So, if the right people were hired back, these technical issues could be rebalanced, mechanics like combat could and would be properly fixed, and this would also be more cost effective than building a brand new engine. But hey, this all could just be a pipe dream. Shapeshifter is still assisting in exile develop Clockwork Revolution, and with their current studio size, they have to roughly hire on a couple dozen more expedition employees to tackle a new open world Saints Row. And there you have the latest news regarding the future of the Saints Row franchise. We're still a very long way from seeing if anything comes from this, but at least we can somewhat be reassured that the series isn't completely dead. If the
Now that's wild because you would think that well, just the way that cats talk about 051 and a lot of them that they would have things would have went a different way. You just think that
No, because the dudes who had the names wasn't around.
a lot of them slutties that be claiming that them like they look goofy. Them like they look shorty. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? What category would you put Kiddo in? Is he one of them or is he one of the short?
I never actually knew like Kiddo like that. Like I only like I never seen Kiddo on the streets. I seen Kiddo in jail. You feel me? Like his whole demeanor on and I ain't sneak this from nothing. His whole demeanor on how he was acting in Cook County Jail and his demeanor outside the jail is way different. I've been told that he got it's way. I swear to God, I'm not trying to sneak this on that man or nothing. I'm telling the truth. The way he acts while he was in jail in Cook County and the way he acts while he on these streets is two different things. I swear to God.
Now I did an interview with another guy, and he basically said that that him and Kiddo they were cellmates at some point. And that Kiddo was dang near doing errands for him. I'm gonna keep it real, like, and they're for real ops on the street or whatnot, man. And I don't know, but the Kiddo that I interviewed, and I've interviewed 051 Kiddo several times. He be talking real greasy, like so it's confusing, man.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't sneak dissing on him or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? The person that I seen in the county and like the stuff that I was seeing about what was going on, like you gonna be the same. You feel me? When Vaughn was in Cook County Jail, he was on demon time gangster mode, and when he on the street, he's demon time gangster mode. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But with Kiddo was just like he was. That's why I said I ain't sneak dissing because Kiddo was a smooth ass dude in Cook County Jail. That's why I'm trying to figure out where all this hypeness come from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you was a smooth ass dude in jail. You wasn't doing that type. You was chilling, nice. In jail, you couldn't pay him to say for one idea on the child face or something like that. That's what I'm trying to say. And I ain't sneak dissing, but he's never, ever once went to one of the guys' face that was in the Cook County Jail and said this person, that person. But when you out, you saying it though. When Vaughn was locked up, he was doing it. Me, I ain't the type of person that's walking around saying F somebody loved one. You feel me? That ain't even my style. That was Vaughn's style for sure. And he was doing it in them niggas' face. He was doing it in their face, on the deck, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So like, if this what you is on the street, I was expecting seeing that in the jail. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where that same energy at? What was that energy at that you got on the street now? What was that energy at when you was locked up? You know what I'm saying? Some people might be like, oh, he just wanted to go in there and make sure he made it home. He didn't want no problems. He didn't want to get in no fights to mess up his case and all that, all that. No, that's not how it even works. That ain't how that works.
I don't want to mess this guy's name up because it's been a little while since we talked or we did our interview back in 2024. But it was a guy by the name of Hard Body Lowdown. And he did a song, he had just did a song, Vincent Kiddo, and him and Tay Savage did a song together, Vincent Kiddo, right? And this is an exact quote. He said, 051 Kiddo was in jail fighting his ops for him. And that another quote was, he said that 051 was 051 Kiddo was his errand boy in jail and scared for his life. Now that's wild because he's from Welshwood, I believe, and you know, based on what he told me, Welshwood and 051 they don't get along or whatnot, and he was like, he just like instead of them being complete enemies, they were like friends. And he would tell Kiddo to go through things, and that is totally different.
The gate closed.
Especially when I
The gate closest. Y'all closed it.
That little stuff right there, but I do know that the energy that
I did it for you.
he's a humble dude. That's the type of people, you know what I'm saying, that you, what he showed me in jail was the type of person, like a dangerous person. You feel me? A little quiet, a little sneaky, little, you know what I'm saying, a sneaky person, somebody that's sneaky, like,
Ah,
he really, if you charge him up, he gonna get
ah,
up, you know what I'm saying? And them the
go,
type of people
princess.
that you gotta look out for, because them type of people, the quiet ones is the
Ah,
ones that get on it. You know what I'm saying? But then, when you get out, you just got this whole, you got this big energy. You got this big energy about yourself now. So is you is the real kiddo, the humble kiddo, the cool kiddo, the kiddo that chill, stay out the way, or is the real kiddo is this crash out?
and his fans love that crash out personality.
You know what I'm saying?
He does wild stuff because we did an interview in 2025, like a little less than a year ago from now, and he basically in the interview, it was right after he did the thing where he stood on King Von's grave or whatever, and they went viral for that. And people were like, you know, he was getting a lot of attention or whatnot, but there was a lot of people saying on the opposite that okay, you did this out here, but inside you weren't like that. It was still
That's the same thing. You went out there and stood on that man's grave, and I seen some video where he said that he got a video of him actually on the grave. You know what I'm saying? So you claim you a gangster. Where was this same energy when you involved with felonies?
yeah, that's crazy too.
Like what? That's what I'm saying. Like people is in jail a whole different person. When they come out, they this big crazy person. Like you were just in a cell with this man, on the deck with this man. But now you want to come home, you want to, well, you claim you peed on this grave. If you peed on it, you would have showed the video, so stop lying. But you claiming you stood on his grave, like, why you ain't stand on him in jail? Hmm? Cause you were scared. Cause you were scared.
And a lot of people in the comments were saying that seems a little backhanded. You know,
It is. It seems crazy though. Like, if I'm not gonna change how I am. If I'm on that with you in jail, shit, I'm on that with you in the street. You feel me? But when you got somebody that
Fredo Santana was one of the most important drill rappers from Chicago. Many people believe he helped push drill music to a bigger level, together with Chief Keef and Lil Reese. His music, his image. Fredo Santana was famous around the world. Fredo and his crew operated a crack house on Indiana Avenue. Even at a young age, he was known for being fearless. People around him saw him as someone who was willing to handle problems directly. At only 12 years old, Fredo was already known as an enforcer within his circle. According to stories from people who knew him, Fredo was known for chasing rivals away from the block. His reputation continued to grow as he got older. Many people viewed him as someone who was serious and not easily intimidated. One story that became well known involved Philadelphia rapper Beanie Sigel. When Beanie visited Chicago during the early 2000s, Frito.
You wasn't like that in jail. If you wasn't on that with Vaughn in jail, why would you come home and do that on his grave though? You wasn't even on that. So it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even on, you was in the cell with this man. You could have slapped him, beat him up, spit on him in the cell or anything, but you chose to come home. He can't defend himself in that grave. That's I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it, but that's made activity. Real is real though. Real is real. You can't hide somebody out here that was this cool ass, laid back, humble person in jail. Like you really wasn't hearing nothing from this man. Like so you come home and now you loud, real loud. Like no, and then you come home and play crazy on Von Graves, and then you was the same person on the deck with this man. Not even just on the deck. You was living in the cell with this man, and you did nothing. Make it make sense. I know what makes sense. I can tell you what makes sense.
What's that, bro?
He was scared, man. I'ma call it like I see it. You had to be scared, bro, to be living in the cell with somebody that's supposed to be one of y'all main ops. Living in the cell with him, sleeping in there. You were sleeping comfortably all day. You had to. You was sleeping in there, y'all conversating, and then you come home and do that. Make it make sense. That ain't gangster.
That's messed up. I'm gonna keep it real.
I'm gonna keep it a buck too. Everybody will keep it a buck when anybody that looks into this or look into that situation and what he did when he came home after Vaughn was dead, and then he be saying it's like, come on now, you a coward. That's a cowardly move, bro. Why you ain't do it in jail? That be what I be talking about. Dudes that a lot of these dudes that the world look at as gangsters out here because of what they put on the internet, I promise you, 95% of them dudes was the quietest people in Cook County Jail. I promise you. One making no noise, one beating nobody up, one doing nothing. All they was doing was kept going to say it because they was jacked up to them nurses and them female CEOs. That's it. No, they don't get it popping at all. These be dudes that it's in their mind. It's in their mind. They standing at the cell. The female CEO, she walking around and do count. You're in your cell. While she walking past,
Oh, you talking about that? Oh,
clapping that.
Oh, I thought you meant actually somebody
No.
linking up. We've heard stories of people linking up with the guards. You're talking about dudes being perverts.
Yes, the perverts. That's what I'm talking about. That's what them dudes doing. They doing that and going to SEG, bro. You feel me? Like these dudes crazy. They crazy.
Yeah, in a situation like that, man, some people need to be locked up for real. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And then y'all was actually like, what in your mind makes you think that you sitting here playing so is she got her clothes, like she not even engaged, like she ain't walk up and stop and stare at you and watch you do it or nothing. She walking past and you laugh, oh just you did what?
Yeah, ain't nothing funny about that.
Man, is you cool, bro? That was they be
That's
doing.
crazy.
And then they come home and they get a switch and get on the internet and now they're the toughest person in the world.
It's yeah. That's crazy, man. That change up is crazy. Now, Big Mike, I want to ask you this next. So I want to get to the portion where I go over a couple of questions that we got from some of the. really helped me a lot because I think it raised my profile.
Yeah.
And, you know, in one basketball wife especially, word spread.
Yeah.
You know? And shout out to ex-wife technology, you know what I'm saying? And that was able to help me maneuver through the industry and get like some good clients.
Yeah.
Like Reggie Ireland, who Playboy Playmate. Her baby father was an NFL player.
Yeah.
Had some interesting days. Fight with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, so speaking of fighting, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want that.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah, I told you so.
Right on.
Yeah,
I did my homework.
yeah, okay. Just making sure. I gotta get that on camera because you know, yeah.
Hey.
All right, but
See, now you made me forget where I was going to take you. Now you got it. Go ahead.
well, as far as like bodyguarding a celebrity,
Yeah.
what is the most difficult task that you face in doing that?
Like the celebrity thing, difficult task is when they come to you and say, hey, there's somebody dead in my hotel room.
Oh,
They say, oh,
mm,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the difficulty.
So it don't just happen on Beauty and Black. It happens like in real life too. Like it really be situations like that. Right on. Okay. So what's been in terms of like your clients and whatnot? I know not all of them are like easy going. Like I know you just mentioned some of the good clients. Like what's somebody that you just found like really difficult to do security for?
Man, the most difficult people, like the most interesting people I've done security for weren't even famous. They were just wealthy.
Right.
okay.
And they own like big businesses.
Yeah.
Those are the motherfuckers who be like straight douchebags. Like there was a dude named Monty Sims. I will never forget this man. You can pull him up.
Yeah.
Like he's deceased now. But Monty was a raging psychopath.
Yeah.
But he paid more than anybody. Sometimes you would be with him 14 days straight, 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
And he was so crazy. We'd go to a restaurant and he don't like onions. So if they bring the food and it's got onions on it, he'll take the plate and scrape it on the floor. Like, am I a dog? Doing crazy stuff like that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then like, I never knew how he had so much money, but a lot of people hated him. Like everywhere we went. You feel me? So like, that was dangerous. Like
Yeah.
I had several confrontations, but I'll give him credit. Like he would fight with you.
Yeah.
Most people not doing that.
Right.
Monty is gonna ride with you, so it's like, okay, you know what? I can deal with this.
He seems like that's probably why ain't nobody really like him. If you getting out there with you.
Man, like, he was wild.
Yeah.
He was wild. So like, let me think. I mean, like the most perplexing part was, I've talked a lot of people off the ledge. Because like the whole celebrity internet entertainment space is a lonely space.
Yeah.
And especially for ladies. Because, it's a male dominated industry and then like a lot of those ladies, prefer to date other ladies because they feel like a woman understands them better. But in that space, you gotta have the fake boyfriend, like, and that causes depression.
Yeah.
So it's been situations where I'm like, you don't have to have this guy around.
Yeah.
You like, you can date whoever you want to date, but they got contracts and
They got to keep up.
they got to keep up images and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
So like, I'll talk to some very famous people off the list for sure.
Did you do security for Cat Williams?
I didn't do security for Cat Williams. I met him doing security for other people.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like Cat Williams don't really have security.
So he moves around by himself?
Yes.
Right on.
Like when I seen him, he was with Suge Knight. But like they was fighting on stage. Like he was fighting on stage by himself.